Hello everybody, Minister Rome here. Welcome back to the Insula Populi Megacampaign in Europa Universalis 4. In the last episode, we were helping out with the war that the Senegambian Empire was involved in because they had called us to arms before. So we helped with that, and pretty much when we got done with that, or while we were working on that, Creek called us to arms. So we helped them out. Which looks like they're still involved in a war. And our Cuban colony is fighting a war as well, and we are continuing to expand, or we're expanding a new colony in Honduras. And we also put in a major government reform. Which was a strengthened parliament that added a bunch of new states and things like that. So we were needing to recore a bunch of stuff. And we've also been having rebellions, uprisings all over the place because of all of that unrest that we got a little while ago. So still working through that and trying to get our manpower to recover. So we'll see how it goes. The power of the clergy has never relied on the state itself. Rather, it is in many ways the clergy who, through their ties to the spiritual realm, led their legitimacy to the Empress Consort Regent. Combination of death, political maneuvering, perceived bad omens, and generous donations from our subjects have lately cemented the power of this estate. You gain 10 influence. Okay, that's fine. This is what? 6048 has seen a fine harvest and an excellent environment for traders and entrepreneurs. It's proven a blessing for the nation's tax base, generating higher income for the realm. So we get a national tax modifier plus 50%. That's quite the jump. We should probably spend some of the money we have piled up. We can buy some... Let's see, State House. Be more effective on provinces with paper, glass, or gems. I'm not exactly sure what it is that we are improving. Reducing something. All right, well, what do these actually do? Okay. Minimum local autonomy down, province governing cost down, statewide governing cost minus 20%, possible number of buildings plus 1. Alright, well, I'll build a few of those. Ramparts. Attrition for enemies, local defensiveness. Star forts. We can build star forts now. That's actually not a bad idea. Oh, no, it requires 19 military technology? Do we not have? No, we don't. Okay. Well, then let's wait till we get Gustavian infantry. And then we'll start building starports everywhere. It's not starports. Starports are a completely different thing. Star forts! A revolt in Genoa. We can squish that. We got 7,700 sailors. All right. We need a new advisor. We're going to go with the +3 advisor. National tax modifier. Yeah, you're hired. How are we doing? +90. Yeah, we're doing pretty well there. And another revolt. This one is up there. Now, hopefully their army is just going to deal with it. Because my armies are kind of busy. Yeah, they're going to deal with themselves. Sounds good. Let's see, we're at +11. Yeah, we're almost there. Our new Granada has declared war on Musica. Okay, that's to be expected. And I don't anticipate that that will be a problem for them. There we go. Gustavian infantry, which means we have better units that we can do. Yeah, let's take those. We don't have any other colonists, so actually this... House of Ligur. With the union of Barban II in Tiberia, we have gained not only a spouse, but also an ally in the realm. Okay. We have a new emperor, Baraban II. Alright, new heir to the throne. A new Empress Consort, which is kind of crap, but whatever. Our colony is self-sustaining, which is good. So we're just going to go ahead and we're going to send out another colonist. Another revolt, which, again, our colony should take care of that problem. Embracing the manufactories institution will be vital for future advancement of technology. While a number of technical innovations during the course of the 16th and 17th centuries have increased the output of production for some products, such as iron or cloth, to an extent, the biggest improvement in the field of production has come in the form of new forms of organization. By creating manufactories, often outside the city limits, merchant capitalists can both bypass the ancient guild laws that inhibit mass production, as well as pioneer ways to increase production through the organization and specialization of labor in one place. The forerunners of later industrialization are able to increase output by facilitating access to raw materials and mass organization of labor rather than by expensive new machinery. This is in itself a huge change over the often heavily regulated methods of old. However, and together with later technological advances, this new mode of production will come to revolutionize society. Alright, make that core, get that done. Coldest period of Little Ice Age. Alright, so now we can go in here and start building star forts, right? Yeah. Primarily focusing on the borders with East Franconia. Well, and the border regions just in general. And in the capital, let's just go with as many of them as we can. Oh, no, that's the state house. Right. Okay, never mind. Oh, that took out a loan. Ah, crud. I did not pay attention to where we were at and how much that cost. Oh well, it's okay. Or no. No, it didn't. Never mind. Conversion was successful. All right. Proliferation of the musket. As firearms have grown commonplace, our old regiments of elite troops no longer fills the same function as sharpshooters and pioneers. They've done much to develop our armies over time, and they will now be dispersed amongst our other regiments. Okay. Oh, speaking of army professionalism. I mean, it's kind of hard to put my armies on exercises while there are potential unrest everywhere. We have rebel uprisings all over the place. So, no. We're not going to drill our troops. Hot chocolate. East Franconia has claimed the title Defender of the Catholic Faith. Alright. Which means if we fight anybody Catholic, we're probably going to have to deal with them. Alright. The use of cocoa to create a hot beverage is a custom inherited from the American natives. While the new drink caught on quickly in some parts of European society, it has taken some time and large amounts of sugar before it reached a larger acceptance. With that out of the way, however, the demand for chocolate is now steadily increasing in the old world. Looks like Granada is having a little bit of trouble. That's 20,000 enemy troops. Alright, and here's what we're going to do. No. It needs to be enforce. Enforce peace. Oh, no, it can't, because they're the defender in the war. Well, then what I could do is I could declare war on them. I mean, Granada's actually doing okay. They're plus 41. But I could declare the war. No. We'll let it go. Especially since, well, those aren't my revolts, so... Truce is expired. Another revolt. Gold rush. Our miners have hit a massive deposit of gold. Massive amounts of money are flowing into the treasury. Excellent. Oh, now speaking of money flowing into the treasury, I would like to get another army. Because, yes, we can probably build 2 more armies. So let's do that. Let's recruit a regiment. We have pirates up here. Hold on. Hunt pirates. Can I have my other fleet hunt pirates? Okay, we'll have them hunt pirates. Requesting... Sequania is requesting military access. We'll accept. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4. We want to bring this up to 13 and 13. There we go. Rudolph de Bourbon is probably the greatest military mind our country has ever seen. Morale of armies. 50 prestige. I like the prestige. The admin power does not really matter that much. Ilkhanate is requesting a aid in their conquest against Scythia. We'll accept, because of course we will. But it looks like they have this well in hand. I don't know what they need my help for. Demonia declared war on Musica. Oh, New Granada expanded. Absorbed a bunch of that territory. Excellent. Coffee boom. Originally a drink largely associated with the Muslim world, coffee has become more and more commonplace even among Christians in Europe. In an increasingly interconnected world, acquiring anything, including coffee, is no longer quite as hard as it once was. As a result, coffee houses are increasingly being established in Europe, and the exotic beans are in increasing demand. Price of coffee. We gain a bunch of ducats. Alright, how actually is this war going? It's actually going pretty well. I don't think I really need to help. Gonna went into tells of the beater, so paper mills, flint glass, and lead crystal. Lugia wants military access because they're at war with East Franconia. Yeah. But you're gonna lose. You're gonna lose badly. While the Iberian nobility is somewhat perturbed by the idea of a foreigner working for their emperor. Alright, well we gained some power points. That's okay. Alright, so here's our brand new army that needs a commander. Tariffs on cotton. You know what? We'll get the admin points. Or the power points. We're gonna lose 13,000. Sure. Well, I was gonna see if I could start to build out another army, but then we lost a giant pile of manpower for no apparent reason. Yeah, because we could definitely build out another 30,000 troops. Our official name has earned a reputation as a greedy and cruel person. You know what? I'll eat the stability point. Because that is easy enough to just go right back in there and get it back. Greek separatism. Hellas and the Eastern Roman Empire gains cores. No, the Eastern Roman Empire loses cores even though they no longer exist. And Hellas gains cores even though they no longer exist. Gain 4 unrest in Castoria. Alright, well, whatever. Alright, Honduras is now self-sustaining. Perfect. Start colonizing the coast here. Turnit is the new leader. The Trade League of Turnit has disbanded. Okay. Our efforts to develop Mosquito go on, but now some of the settlers have rejected the capital city of the colony and become establishing a new settlement. We'll gain the base tax in... I'm not too worried about... Why do we have... What are you doing? Hey, this thing's at 84%. Just go ahead and piece it out, guys. Are we still building those? The state houses are still under construction. Speaking of states. Military leader there died. All right. Okay, that's over. We need a new advisor. Give a +3 fort defense and reinforce speed. You know what? Let's go with fort defense. Our streaming costs, autonomy change, cooldown, edict of absolutism, monthly devastation. I don't really have any need of any of these. Not sure why suddenly we can make all these states, but so be it. National decisions available. Raise our policy cost to 1 diplomatic power each month. I don't know if I want to do that. It's okay. Land maintenance modifier plus 10%. Army drill gain modifier plus 40%. Sure. We'll take standardized uniforms. Core. Center of trade. Can be upgraded. Favors for ducats. Sure. Another military leader has left us. That was an admiral. Still trying to fight off pirates. Province conversion successful. Get to work on the next one. Native uprising. Alright, dealt with that. Novgorod is asking military access from us. I mean, sure. Influenza. We're going to quarantine the port. They have 361,000 troops in the field. Really? Alright, well, not hire mercenaries. No, we don't want to hire mercenaries. What we want to do is we want to recruit a regiment. There we are. Okay, we can't embrace the institution just yet. Yeah, we just don't have enough yet. Coffee imports. Prominent economists have been questioning the rapid increase of coffee imports to our nation recently. After one of our neighbors came to control a large quantity of the world's known coffee bean supply and through deft trade practices, their beverages have grown very popular even among Iberian people. Protectionist politicians are now questioning whether such imports of luxury goods benefit Iberia, arguing that growing dependence on a good which our neighbors control weakens our economic position. I will take the national unrest down and fort defense up. Alright, well that'll solve itself. That problem right there will solve itself. Alright. With the parliament. Alright, let's bring this army up to full strength. To keep an eye on the income. Alright, there we go. We can make that core. Greek wants to share our knowledge of the region of Canada. Sure. We lose a whole bunch of sailors. Alright, this one's getting close to being self-sufficient. Alright, we have another army. And now we have too many leaders. Okay. Which is fine. What is our naval force limit? 178 of 248. We got plenty. Alright, I want to build another explorer fleet. Local trade power modifier. All right. Well, what's our land force limit? We could build more armies or expand the existing ones. The problem is if we expand the existing armies, we run into where we might not be able to park them anywhere. I mean, we could put, let's see. We could probably put 5 more units in each army. That might be what we do. So, let's see, what would the template be? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 15, 15, 5. Okay. Colony self-sustaining. Beautiful. Let's colonize that land. Alright, we're getting to the end of the episode, so we'll go ahead and stop here. And I'll have to remember that we want to start... we want to start increasing the size of each army a little bit. Hopefully the fact that I have a 35k army reminds me of that fact. And we'll see. Alright, but for now, we will stop here. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Go ahead, like, subscribe, and comment. And I will see you next time.